Before you scroll away, listen to this, because this story will stay with you long after it ends. A job interview was scheduled in the tallest glass building in the city. A millionaire CEO was waiting. But instead of a qualified adult candidate, a little girl walked in and said just one sentence that changed everything: "Mom's sick, so I came instead." If stories that touch your heart matter to you, like this video and subscribe to English Avenue Hub right now, because stories like this deserve to be shared. The receptionist thought it was a mistake at first. The girl couldn't have been more than 9 years old. Her hair was neatly braided, but the ribbon was frayed. She wore a faded blue dress, carefully ironed, and shoes that were clearly too big for her feet. She clutched a thin brown folder to her chest like it was armor. The interview schedule showed one name, Maria Thompson, a single mother applying for a cleaning supervisor position. But Maria Thompson wasn't here. Instead, her daughter stood there, shoulders straight, eyes nervous but determined. "My mom has a fever," the girl explained softly. "She couldn't get out of bed. She told me not to come, but we really need this job." The receptionist hesitated, then sighed. "Sweetheart, this interview is with the CEO himself." The girl swallowed. "I know," she said. "That's why I practiced." Up on the top floor, Daniel Cross, the billionaire CEO known for his cold efficiency and zero tolerance for excuses, reviewed reports without looking up. His assistant leaned in nervously. "Sir, there's a situation." Daniel frowned. "If it's another late candidate, cancel." "It's not that," the assistant said quietly. "The candidate's daughter is here. She says her mother is sick. She asked to interview instead." Daniel let out a sharp laugh. "Is this a joke?" But something in the assistant's face made him pause. Against his better judgment, he said, "Fine. Send her in." 5 minutes. The doors opened, and the girl stepped into the massive office. Floor-to-ceiling windows. A desk larger than most dining tables. A man in a tailored suit who didn't smile. She stopped 3 steps inside and looked up at him. "Good morning, sir," she said carefully. "My name is Lily Thompson. My mom couldn't come today, so I'm here to explain why you should hire her." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "You realize this is highly inappropriate?" Lily nodded. "Yes, sir. But so is letting a family starve because of one bad day." That sentence hit harder than he expected. "Sit," he said, gesturing to the chair. Lily sat, placed the folder on her lap, and took a deep breath. "She wakes up at 4 a.m. every day," Lily began. "She makes breakfast, packs my lunch, and walks me to school before taking 2 buses to work. She's never been late. Even when she was sick before, she still went." Her voice wavered, but she kept going. "Last night her fever got really bad. She kept saying, 'I can't miss this interview.' So I told her I'd come." Daniel leaned back, arms crossed. "And what makes you think I'd hire someone who didn't show up?" Lily looked straight at him. "Because if she didn't care, she wouldn't have raised me to be here." The room went quiet. Daniel glanced at the folder. "What's that?" "Her references," Lily said quickly. "I called them myself." Daniel almost smiled, but stopped himself. "You can read." "Yes, sir. And I can clean too. But my mom is better." He flipped through the papers. Every reference glowed. Hard-working. Honest. Reliable. Then he noticed a hospital bill tucked inside, folded like it didn't belong. "Why is this here?" Lily's fingers tightened. "She didn't want you to see it." "But I thought, if you knew why we need this job," she trailed off. Daniel stood and walked to the window. Memories he had buried stirred, his own mother, working 3 jobs, missing interviews because of illness, being judged for it. He turned back. "Lily," he said slowly, "what do you want to be when you grow up?" She didn't hesitate. Someone who doesn't have to choose between being sick and surviving. That was it. The wall he'd built around himself cracked. He sat down again. Your mother is hired, he said. Lily blinked. Really? With full benefits? Flexible hours? And paid sick leave? Tears filled her eyes, but she stood up and bowed her head politely. Thank you, sir. She won't disappoint you. Daniel cleared his throat. Neither did you. As she turned to leave, he added, one more thing. She froze. Bring your mom tomorrow. Not to work. To the doctor. My doctor. Weeks later, Maria Thompson returned, not as a desperate applicant, but as a valued employee. Lily walked her to the elevator every morning before school. Daniel watched from his office, reminded daily that leadership wasn't about power, it was about compassion. If this story moved you, please like this video and subscribe to English Avenue Hub. Your support helps us share stories that remind the world kindness still exists.